Dear students, welcome to Chandbagh School Biology Department and I am Sumaira Anwar. Today the topic I am going to discuss is genetic engineering. This is the lesson 4 of 10 for the grade 11 students. In my previous lessons I have discussed about DNA, genes and how genes or DNA is translated into proteins. Now what is genetic engineering? Genetic engineering is also called as recombinant DNA technology, genetic modification, or it is also known as biotechnology. Genetic engineering is basically a technique. It is a technique in which we use to transfer genes from one organism to another. Now what is the purpose of the transfer of the genes? In order to create novel or in order to multiply the desired genes or in order to produce varieties of the organisms or variety of the products for the betterment of the mankind. Now genetic engineering involves cutting individual genes from the cells of one organism and inserting target genes into the cells of another organism of the same or different species. The transferred gene can express itself in the recipient organism. So we can simply say it is a cut and paste process. You have to cut the desired gene and then paste into the other DNA of the different or the same species and allow it to express and produce the desired product. Now here are the basic steps that are involved in the genetic engineering. First of all, isolation. We have to isolate the gene of interest. For example, here I have mentioned the insulin gene. We also need a bacterial DNA, for example, plasmid. In this case, use of restriction enzymes to cut open the DNA. Once we isolate the DNA, we have to cut it. I will explain all of these steps with the help of diagram in the coming slide. So you have to cut the enzyme with the help of the DNA with the help of enzyme known as the restriction enzymes. What is the purpose of restriction enzymes? To cut open the DNA. Now once the DNA is cut open, you have to insert the DNA into the bacterial plasmid. After you have to insert, you have to bind them. You have to join them. Joining of the two different DNA is known as ligation, and this process takes place with the help of enzyme known as DNA ligase. Once two different DNA join with each other, recombinant DNA is formed. Insertion of recombinant DNA into the bacterial cell here served as a host cell, allow the multiplication of the bacterial cell, host cell multiply very rapidly, and as a result of whole process, extraction of desired product. For example, we get insulin gene because initially I have mentioned the example of insulin. So you have to remember all of these steps in order to understand how genetic engineering takes place. So first of all, I am going to repeat. First of all, isolation of the gene of interest. You have to cut the DNA with the help of restriction enzymes. Then you have to insert the DNA into the bacterial plasmid. You have to join the DNA by means of DNA ligase. Number 5, as a result of this, recombinant DNA is formed. Then recombinant DNA is inserted into the host cell and allow the host cell to multiply, resulting in the formation of desired product. So here is a diagram that help you to understand how the steps of the genetic engineering takes place. So recombinant DNA in the lab can be obtained here. First of all, isolate the bacterial DNA. This is the bacterial cell. You can see here it is a normal bacteria. So you have to isolate the bacterial DNA. In this case, we are going to isolate the plasmid. I will discuss what is meant by plasmid in the coming slide. First of all, you should remember the steps of genetic engineering. You have to isolate the bacterial DNA, that is the plasmid. Once we obtain the plasmid, we are going to cut open the plasmid with the help of restriction enzyme. Once the restriction enzyme cut the plasmid, we are going to insert, for example, the blue one here is the insulin gene. Use enzymes to connect insulin genes and the bacterial DNA. How both of these genes are going to connect with each other? With the help of enzyme, that is DNA ligase. Once they are joined, we are going to insert the recombinant DNA that is the DNA, that is the combination or mixture of two different sources of DNA. We are going to insert the recombinant DNA into bacteria like this, you can see. So this bacteria is now known as the recombinant bacteria. This bacteria will multiply rapidly and we will obtain our desired product, that is the insulin gene, in a shorter period of time. So what is meant by vector? A vehicle used to transfer the genetic material such as DNA sequences from donor organism to the target cell of the recipient organism. For vector, you have to remember that it is a means of transportation. So it is used to transport gene or DNA sequences from donor to the recipient. For example, a plasmid is an example of vector. Now what is plasmid? Here is a diagram that shows a bacterial cell. The bacterial cell contains a bacterial DNA and it also contains plasmids. Plasmids are extra chromosomal genetic elements that replicate independently of the bacterial circular genome. They are independent entities. They contain different type of genes either for the antibiotic resistance. So we can define plasmid. A plasmid is a small circular double-stranded DNA molecule that is distinct from a cell's chromosomal DNA. Plasmids naturally exist in bacterial cells and they also occur in some eukaryotes. Often the genes carried in the plasmids provide bacteria with genetic advantage such as antibiotic resistance. Now, what is meant by recombinant DNA? Production of unique DNA molecule by joining together two or more DNA fragments from two or more sources. So here is a diagram that explains what is meant by recombinant DNA. This is a plasmid from a bacterial cell. This is the gene, for example, insulin gene. When we combine both of the DNA, it leads to the formation of a recombinant DNA. So here is a diagram that shows how it is going to happen. This is the double-stranded DNA molecule. First, DNA fragments join at the sticky ends. One of them is from the different source and other one is from the different species or the different animal or human or plant source. So once they combine at the sticky ends, they leads to the formation of a recombinant DNA. DNA ligase. DNA ligase is an enzyme which can connect two strands of DNA together by forming a bond between the phosphate group of one strand and the deoxyribose on another. So DNA ligase basically help in joining two different DNA molecules together. So what happens, you can see this is the backbone from one of the DNA molecule and this is from the other one. So DNA ligase will come attach over here in order to form a seal or in order to form a bond between the two different DNA. You can see here the two different DNA molecules join together with the help of DNA ligase. Now what is meant by transgenic and transgenic organisms? Transgenic is a term that describes an organism containing genes from another organism but into its genome through recombinant DNA techniques. While transgenic organism is one that contains a gene or genes which have been artificially inserted instead of the organism acquiring them through reproduction. So it contains artificially inserted genes. That's why it is known as transgenic organism. Now what is your written assignment? You have to write down the functions of the following: DNA ligase, restriction enzyme and vector. You have to define the following terms: genetic engineering, recombinant DNA and transgenic organism. If you have any problem related to the topic, you can feel free to ask and complete your written assignment and send on my WhatsApp number. And the second important thing, this is the introductory lecture related to the genetic engineering. You have to watch it thoroughly and understand each and every term I have explained. Once you have understand all the related terms, Then I will explain how insulin is produced and how we can produce insulin on a commercial level. Thanks for watching.